Today pleased to introduce to you the Gadley 1450 ride-on sweeper. This machine is an industrial product designed for heavy duty use and has a shelf life of between 15 and 20 years. The machine has been designed for low maintenance and has been sold to some 20 or 30 countries around the world successfully. My job today is simply to tell you a little bit about the machine, to show you what you're getting and the quality of the product in itself. Okay, so first and foremost we have a 1.45 metre sweep path with a coverage rate of in excess of 11,000 square metres per hour. The machine can be used on smooth or heavily corrugated floors and is designed to pick up fine dust, rocks, leaf and any kind of material that's laden on the floor. The machine here has standard massive tower bumper bars to protect any damage from happening to the gutter broom. So what happens here, as the brushes go down, in the event that you hit something, these big tower bumper bars will stop it from damaging the side of the broom, the side brooms or the motors themselves. The machine is driven off 3 wheels, 2 at the back, 2 in the front. They're solid non-marking tyres, and as you can see by the chassis and the frame, it's extremely robust. 2 gutter brooms that you have. Standard is 1 side broom. It's optional to get 2 side brooms. What you have here is water suppression to stop any dust being generated by the side brooms, and that comes with a 45 litre tank on the back of the machine, which I'll show you in a moment, which basically offsets any dust that comes up. The machine here, as you can see, has a PVC cover on the front, and it protects the operator from any dust that's coming toward him, perhaps from any inclement weather like rain and whatnot, because the machine is designed to be used both wet and dry. Perhaps in some of the European continents where it snows, it's one of the best friends you can ever have because it protects the operator from the snow and oncoming winds. The machine has stock standard light, so whether you're using it in the night or the day, people can see the machine is coming. As we come down here, we have a main broom, which is 700 millimeters wide, which works to throw all the debris back into the hopper itself. The machine, as we spoke about earlier, comes standard with a PVC cover and has 2 side mirrors to give the operator perfect visibility behind him at all times. This cover here is 1.9 metres, which is designed to go into a standard underground car park, or option 2, you can get a higher overhead guard at 2.1 metres, but that doesn't include the PVC cover. So the options are endless on this particular machine. So what you have down here is a main brush, which works down here. Once we open the cover up, it's 710 or 71 centimetres wide as I open this up, but for the sake of the video, here it is here. That's the main brush. They simply slide in and slide out, held in by 4 bolts, and the broom works at 200 RPM and throws the debris back into the hopper itself. The brush itself is designed essentially to run for 6 to 9 months before changing, so it's an extremely long-lasting brush. It comes with 3 fibres, soft, medium and hard, so it's designed to pick up anything from fine dust to heavy rock material. It's an extremely robust and industrial natured brush itself. So when you put the brush in and off, we simply have to close the hopper, the door latch like so, and that's how it works. Again, you can see the quality of the wheels at the back here. They're a really, really solid, heavy-duty, non-marking tyre. The wheels themselves should last you between 5 and 7 years before you replace them. Okay. As we come to the back of the machine here, we find our hopper. So our hopper is here, which is our catcher, if you like, for a better term. We simply undo it like this, and this holds 150 litres of debris. So to empty the bins, you can either dump it on the ground or you can use these catchers, and we throw the rubbish back into the bin like so. In terms of weight, these are limited to approximately 100 kilos, but you know, how do you measure it? So essentially it has enough space to hold 150 litres of debris. So when that comes in, you simply shut the bin like this with the latches. 1, 2, and we're done. So all steel, no plastic, heavy duty. It's designed to be emptied relatively easy. The advantage of a low dump in comparison to a high dump, which is of course an option, it's a lot easier for most operators to simply do it because most people have operated a lawnmower. It's pretty easy. Less parts, less things to go wrong, less damage to be had. In my opinion, I love the low dump. So as we come up in here, we have a top tank. This is a top tank or a water tank. This water tank here offers dust suppression. So when we spoke earlier, there are two little nozzles down there which spray water down to the side brooms to eliminate any dust coming up from the side brooms. The way to fill the side brooms is to run a hose. This machine here is fitted with a 45 litre water container, which is what we call the dust suppression. So the water feeds from this big tank here to those side brooms to give you 100% dust control from any side broom generated. Now the way to fill this tank up here, you can either fill it up with a hose directly into the actual tank itself, or if you want to be a little bit more clinical, perhaps what you want to do is take this hose, which comes standard with the machine. We plug this into this like so, and then we can plug that into any standard tap, which reduces the time to fill the tank pretty quickly. And when it's all filled up, it stops automatically. We fold it up, we put it back inside the compartment, and that's how we do it. One of the things that's unique about this machine is its dust control. So the machine itself is designed to work in extremely dust hazardous environments. The machine, as I open this cover, runs what's called a baghouse dust control system. It's been proven the world over. It's the most effective dust control system you can find on the market. And let me explain. If ever you need to walk in here, you simply open this up, pull the lid up. As I undo this now here we show you the dust control system. So the dust control system is a baghouse dust control system. There's 5 square meters of material in here. The system itself, as I said earlier, it's a proven system on most sweepers around the world. It's the most effective. It's used in any industrial application in terms of silo filtration, kitchen, laminate, timber. The baghouse dust control system, generally in my experience, has a shelf life of between 7 and 15 years before replacing. So essentially what you're getting is a sweeper that doesn't blow any dust. It's very effective. It's a self-cleaning system by virtue of hitting the filter shaker. So when we use the filter shaker, here it is here, it vibrates. As you can see, it vibrating down. And before you empty the bin, you simply run the filter shaker for approximately 15 to 20 seconds and the filter is clean. The machine itself can be used in wet and dry conditions. If you're using it in the wet conditions, you simply don't have the fan on, the vacuum, and obviously in a dry condition you want the fan on to suck up the dust up into the actual into the filter itself. So there it is. It's a very simple system. It's unique because it's a sweeper that will not blow dust. It's designed that way. It's a system that's been around, especially in the mining industry, for the past 75 years. It's the best of the best. You can't get better than that. As I open up this cover here, the seat folds forward up into the steering wheel and we see the power pack. The power pack encompasses a 36 volt system, 6 volt batteries, 36 volts. The batteries on this particular model are an AGM 200 watt, 200 amp hour battery. The battery itself is designed for 5 hours continual use. It's also available with an optional lithium battery pack. The drive motor down here is a 1500 watt or 1.5 kilowatt on the new scale, and it will climb. This machine is designed to climb any inclines up to 25-degree gradient, which is incredible, and it's particularly useful if you're sweeping car parks with high gradient increases, which most sweepers won't climb. This one here with an oversized drive motor will actually do that. The system is very clean. There's a big fuse here to protect the machine from any faults, and as I pull this cover down, this machine is simply charged by virtue of plugging in the charger just here, and this is the charging point just down here. So you plug an external charger here which charges up the batteries. Okay, as I jump on the machine, I've got plenty of room here. As you can see, I've got quite a large foot, but any oversized operator has plenty of tummy space if you like, and it's actually a really comfortable position to sit. So the way we drive the machine, there's just a bunch of functions down here. We simply turn the key on. If you look down here, we have 100% charge in the batteries. Okay, this machine has been used 2.8 hours and currently it's 38 volt on the old scale. So the way the machine works here, we have a forward and reverse switcher. When you reverse, the alarm activates. So this is a forklift style. We have slow speed and fast speed in case whether you want to sweep slowly or fast. We have a dial here which will increase and decrease the speed of the side broom. So this one here, if I push this one down alone, it's just the main broom working. which activates and just working at the back, throwing all the debris in the bin. But if you want all the brooms working, we push this one down, and I can infinitely vary the speed of the side brooms. Faster, faster, faster. So picking up leaf material, and if I'm picking up very, very fine dust, I don't want to stir up the dust too much. I really reduce the speed of the side brooms. It's a really unique feature that does work in majority of very dusty or leafy applications. So to turn the machine off, I simply neutralize this here, and everything comes up automatically, and it eliminates the need for levers and cables and whatnot. So it's a very clean system, and it's pretty reliable. Now, the only other thing I have at the back here is a filter shaker to clean those dust filter bags at the back. It's manual, so I press that down for 15 seconds. It's electronic or electric motor, electric filter shaker, which vibrates the dust. And if I'm sweeping and I want to suck up the dust, I simply hit this on and the fan starts. Okay, so that's all it is. So in the neutral position, everything's off. One click down, one way, one left, like that. So just running it through. Forward, reverse, fast mode, slow mode. This you can adjust the speed of the side brooms, or you don't have to touch it for that matter. This one here is all the brooms being activated, side broom and main broom together. This one the main broom only. This one here is for filter shaker working. That one there is for the fan. Obviously key on, key off. If you don't want people using it, you take the key off. Every machine comes with 2 keys, so one stays with the manager, one stays within the machine. And obviously this is your best friend. It tells you how many hours the machine has been worked. In this particular case here, we have the driving lights. When we turn the key on, driving lights are on, and this one here activates the water suppression system, as you can see from the front. See the water squirting down there? We turn that off, and that's all it is. So the learning curve on this machine is anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes. The machine is designed to run between 15 and 20 years pretty well, virtually trouble-free. The only thing you'll have to do is change the brushes once or twice a year, which is not a big deal considering it covers a huge amount of square meterage per hour, some 11,000 square meters. So if you're looking for a best friend to keep your warehouse or external car park area facility clean, the GTS1450 is the way to go.